Welcome to day 6 of our epic 40-day 2025 Pacific Northwest road trip. We covered 143 miles during this leg of the trip. In part 1, we started the day at Oregon Trail landmarks, Courthouse and Jail Rocks, and proceeded to Chimney Rock National Historic Site. And here is Courthouse and Jail Rocks as seen from the highway, and this is probably how the pioneers coming across on the Oregon and Mormon trails would have seen it. It would have probably passed through this area. It's a landmark, and you can see how flat the rest of the area is out here. Courthouse and Jail Rocks are two rock formations located near Bridgeport in the Nebraska Panhandle. The Oregon-California Trail, the Mormon Trail, the Pony Express Trail, and the Sydney Deadwood Trail all ran near the rocks. Here we are just south of Bridgeport, Nebraska at Saybolt Park, where Courthouse and Jailhouse Rock are. Saybolt Park is the name for the public access road and parking area that provide a vantage point for viewing the historic courthouse and jail rocks. The history of the area is primarily that of the geological formations themselves and their importance as a landmark during the 19th century westward migration. And this is a view from the road coming up to the parking area. It's nice and early in the morning, and the entire roadway has these, I guess, black-eyed Susans going all along, or some of them might be sunflowers too. Hundreds of westward bound emigrants mentioned Courthouse Rock, originally also McFarland's Castle, in their travel logs and journals. The name Courthouse was first used in 1837. Courthouse and Jail Rocks, which rise 400 feet above the North Platte Valley, are composed of Brule clay, Gehring sandstone, and volcanic ash. The Courthouse and Jail Rocks Trail is a 0.2-mile loop trail. It's a relatively easy route with a 32-foot elevation gain. The main butte was most commonly referred to as the courthouse, while the smaller, adjacent formation was called the jail, due to their perceived resemblance to civic buildings in the east. We're now at Courthouse Rock and Jail Rock, just south of Bridgeport, Nebraska.
I'm just going to go up there so the fence is in my picture.
Yep.
You should do a pan with the GoPro.
Yeah.
So you want to go up that way?
Yeah, we'll go up that trail. You can see how this was certainly going to be a landmark for any of the pioneers coming through, with how flat everything is around it. This is from around the top of the trail. Our next stop was the Chimney Rock National Historic Site. And here you can see in the very distance Chimney Rock, which is, I guess, how the pioneers would have seen it and knowing which way to go. Visible for miles, Chimney Rock is a prominent geological formation in Morill County, Nebraska. This natural feature was a grand and splendid object to immigrants who had never seen the geology of the American West. As they traveled alongside the North Platte River, they peered eagerly ahead for their first view of the rock. As such, it was mentioned in more immigrant diaries than any other landmark on the Oregon Trail. And here we are at Chimney Rock National Historic Site. The site is jointly administered by History Nebraska and the National Park Service. The Ethel and Christopher J. Abbott Visitor Center features museum exhibits, a video presentation, and a gifts shop focused on the history of westward migration and the monument itself. The confluence of many of the historic trails for the westward expansion of the United States was in the Nebraska Panhandle. Most of Chimney Rock is made of brutal clay. About 38 million years ago, streams and wind carried silt and sand from the Rocky Mountains that built up into layers. Ancient volcanoes in western Colorado erupted, mixing ash with the clay. Two particularly violent eruptions created the ash bands that are seen today. About 5 million years ago, the valley started eroding faster than it was being built up, but a hard sandstone cap has protected the spire from further erosion. The spire has lost 80 feet of elevation since 1850 due to erosion. The overall pedestrian trail is called the Walk to the Rock Trail, which allows visitors to hike around the area and view the formation from various viewpoints. The formation has been reduced in height over the years due to natural erosion and lightning strikes. We started the hike on the Ethel S. Abbott Foundation Trail. There was a warning to stay on the trail as rattlesnakes stay in the grassy areas. The hills to the south of the hiking trails are called the Wildcat Hills. They are a prominent geological feature in western Nebraska. Chimney Rock rises 300 feet above the North Platte River Valley, with its peak at 4,228 feet above sea level. Its distinct spire shape signaled to travelers that they were nearing the end of the Great Plains and the beginning of the rugged mountain portion of their journey. So here we are, starting down the trail to Chimney Rock. And that's what the area looks like around it. Trail is relatively easy going up to Chimney Rock. Luckily they have it paved, or not really paved, but pretty well packed so that you don't have to worry about rattlesnakes per se, just looking at, watching. I'm not sure yet, but this may be as close as the trail goes to Chimney Rock. There does appear to be some sort of thing written, a little plaque to the rock at the bottom there, but I don't see any particular way to get there. We'll find out though. The trail to the immediate base of the rock is now closed to the public, and visitors are not allowed to climb the formation itself.
It almost looks like a doorways.
Throughout the hike was seen the flowering plant Rocky Mountain bee planter, Cleome cereulata. And we are continuing walking on the trail, going back away from the rock. Here's one of the gulches. This is my souvenir pin for Chimney Rock National Historic Site. I have added it to my faux ranger's hat. We next started our drive to Scotts Bluff National Monument. I thank you for watching part 1 of day 6 of our 2025 Pacific Northwest road trip. We hope you'll join us for part 2, where we visit Scotts Bluff National Monument and Agate Fossil Beds National Monument, before settling down for the night in Torrington, Wyoming, where we saw our first jackalope head of the trip.